guys, welcome to this new devotion for Ablaze. Recently I've been finding myself watching a new show on Netflix, I guess not new, but new to me, and that's Meat Eater. Meat Eater is a show about how a man hunts and fishes for all the food that he consumes. And as I've been watching this, I've been trying to figure out why I'm actually doing it, because I'm not an outdoorsman at all. But then one time when I was sitting there watching the man go ahead and make a mistake, do something that was something silly, really stupid, really even that, he said something very interesting. He said, here I am. I'm supposed to be an expert in this topic. And then I go out and I do this. And my first thought is, maybe I'm not as much of an expert as what I thought. Maybe I'm not like those guys who do really know everything. I think that's pretty normal for people. I know it's definitely normal for you at 13 years old. You say to yourself, once I'm an adult, then I'm going to be making less mistakes because I'll have more knowledge behind myself. I told myself the same thing. And now as I look at myself, I find myself saying the same thing that guy did. If I were more of an expert on this situation, I wouldn't have done that. Whereas in reality, the truth is far different. The truth is that the people that are so-called experts, they make mistakes too. In fact, they make a whole lot of mistakes. It's just that God has blessed the outcomes a little differently than what He has with other people. Yeah, they might be a little bit more knowledgeable than us, but that doesn't mean that they're above making mistakes or doing silly things. That goes for everybody in this life. Everybody. Even the most talented, the most knowledgeable, the most experienced person out there will still do things that make you just scratch your head and say, why do you do that? Why is that? We live in a life that is filled with the impact of sin. We ourselves are sinners, and then because of it, our sin has had an impact on the animals, it's had an impact on things around us, things that are supposed to be working, stop working for no good reason other than that's just what happens. Things fall apart. Things don't do what you expect them to do, including that thing right there, our own brains. Even though we know what is up, still sometimes we go out and we do the exact wrong thing. And it's frustrating. But then we take a look at our Jesus. Jesus never once made a mistake, not just when He was 30 years old, but even back when He was 12. When we find Him sitting there in the temple, teaching the teachers of the law and the elders who were present, and anybody else who would have been there too, we find Him doing exactly the right thing, even though His parents didn't think He was. Jesus handled that situation properly, just as all the other countless situations that we don't even hear about in the Bible. Jesus lived a perfect life. He is the only one who has all the experience, all the knowledge, and still does not make a mistake. So don't keep on beating yourself up because you're not knowledgeable enough or you're not experienced enough, because you have somebody for you who has all those credits, who has all those abilities. That's Jesus. Jesus lived that life for you. And because of Him, you are going to experience a life in which none of these mistakes, none of these silly failures are ever going to happen again. But it's not going to be here. For that, you're going to have to wait till heaven. And it is worth the wait. Amen.